the Seattle Seahawks. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their side, and stacked him out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. False incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. The way the underdogs that you're taking on the road, you actually have to take it. One thing's for sure. When that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get for you. Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think, and here's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's well executed there on third down. I love the consequence of that. Push their tight ends out, find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Here's a diving catch right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep.
Oh, you got to get there.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now a handoff as they run left side.
That's bullshit. Come on. Somebody got to make that play, dog.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Elliott a first down and more. And some room to work. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. The 20.
How did you go over there? And I'm right there, dog.
Well, we know that he can beat beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Set now to kick this one away.
So you never run that way.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
How's he gonna run that way?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you get a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Okay, see.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Okay, for sure.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
I can't see
Second and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I can't see shit.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I can't see.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, Elliott. And he is tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, my God! No!
He's at the 40, and he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 32-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the end.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We don't like fucking. They're gonna shit out of me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I can see.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. 99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a handoff looking right.
Why are you doing the same thing?
First down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. This one complete to Scott Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Allen going to keep it again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen running right on the option. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. About set to this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard.
Why I'm not getting no fucking movement?
2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Laundry on the field.
I can't get no fucking movement, man.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I can't. God damn.
Had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Allen shakes off the sand, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.